Hi, I'm Eric with Naturally Connected Life, and today I'd like to talk to you about hormones because hormones are probably one of the number one things that people are struggling with, besides maybe digestion or anxiety. And the reality is that these are all connected. None of these things are separate from one another. And so, if we want to see improvements in one, just because we think something might be working well, if we have one of these issues and think that the other two are fine, the reality is that we're probably going to have issues with all of them. And so it's important to understand is that hormones are how our body adapts to the circumstances under which it's given. So we might not like the way the hormones are functioning, but they are the correct response given the circumstances. So what does that tell you? If you want to change your hormones and how they're functioning in your body, you have to change the circumstances. And so for many of us, that means we have to address stress at the physiological source. So even babies who, unavoidably are afflicted pain for, procedures or shots, if they're given sugar, that pain response is drastically reduced, and so are all the stress hormones that are released. So one of the easiest things that we can use is sugar to properly fuel our bodies because it reduces cortisol, reduces the stress response. Now, some of you might be saying, well, I can't have sugar because of XYZ reasons. But the reality is that sugar is not the problem. The circumstances under which you're introducing the sugar are the problem. So we need to change those circumstances. And the number one thing that has to be addressed in order for sugar to stop causing problems is to reduce cortisol. If cortisol is elevated and your body is under a constant state of stress, none of your happy hormones can take center stage. They're automatically going to be overshadowed by these survival hormones. Your body thinks it's metaphorically running from a bear all the time. And so we have to follow a very specific pattern of behaviors to reduce the cortisol, reduce the stress triggers, and help the body into a parasympathetic state where you can rest, digest, and restore. That is the only way that actual healing can happen. So anything that you're going to do to try to address symptoms of chronic stress are merely band-aiding or trying to suppress the way that your body is naturally adapted to handle that stress. So you're not getting rid of the underlying cause. You're just suppressing the appropriate response. And long term, that's going to dig you into even deeper of a hole. So what do we do when we begin to apply the principles of a naturally connected life? We begin by simplifying. We begin by focusing on what is going to help our bodies feel safe so that we can start doing the work to change the old ways of being that have gotten us these results. And just like Einstein says, you can't keep doing the same thing expecting the same results. This applies to our health. So if you want different results with your health, with your hormones, with your digestion, with your happiness, this is your opportunity to start doing things differently. And that includes if you've tried everything and you feel like nothing helps. Again, let's do something differently. So if you're ready to try something completely new that focuses on you, not your symptoms, that focuses on what you need, what you desire to give you comfort and pleasure, let's have a call right now. Click the link and schedule, and let's get you back on track to living a life you truly love a naturally connected life. Thank you.